Hi, I'm Slavik Janicki with iDrinkCoffee.com. Today I'm going to be presenting the Rocket Appartmento. The Rocket Appartmento is a new machine from Rocket Espresso in Milan, and it caters to a market that was previously unserved or underserved, namely the high-end compact machine. The Appartmento is only 14¼ inches high, and it features a full heat exchanger boiler, so you could froth milk and draw espresso simultaneously or without any downtime. It has an E61 group head, no burn steam and hot water wands, and it features the incredible styling that has made Rocket Espresso a worldwide leader in home espresso equipment. To demonstrate the Appartmento, I'm going to make 3 sets of drinks. First, I'm going to make 2 lattes. Then I'm going to make an Americano, and last I'll pull a double shot of espresso using a bottomless portafilter, a naked portafilter. Alongside the Appartmento, I'll be using the Rocket Fausto grinder, which is also a new offering from Rocket. You can view our video on the Fausto by clicking the link below to get a full detailed presentation of that grinder. So for my first set of drinks, I'm going to make 2 lattes. So first I'm going to grind the coffee using my Fausto grinder. The grinder has been preset to grind for about 18 grams of coffee, which is what I like for this particular blend. I'm going to tamp the coffee. Now, next I'm going to perform a cooling flush. So the Appartmento, like all heat exchanger machines, require a cooling flush. And what that does, it makes sure the water isn't too hot. And I like to do my cooling flush into a cup to keep the machine cleaner, but you can just as well go into the drip tray. You want to flush about 2 to 3 ounces of water. Now, after my cooling flush, I put in my portafilter and my 2 cups, and I begin my extraction immediately. Now, a double shot of espresso should take approximately 22 to 30 seconds from the time you turn the pump on to the time you turn the pump off. Of course, you can go longer than that. I wouldn't recommend going shorter. You can go longer depending on your preferences, on your taste. You can see we're getting a beautiful shot there, and I'll end the shot there. And now I'm going to begin steaming milk to add to my lattes. And before frothing, I let out a little bit of water into the drip tray just to purge any water that's inside the line, and I can immediately begin frothing. Now the steaming power on the Appartmento is fantastic because it has that heat exchanger boiler, and that's it. After you're finished frothing, I give my steam wand a quick wipe to wipe off the milk, and again, I let a burst of steam out to purge any milk that gets sucked up after you're finished frothing. And now I'm going to add my milk. The next drink that I'm going to make is an Americano. So again, I'm going to grind my coffee. I like to use a double for an Americano, a double espresso, because I'm using a 10-ounce glass. If you use, I mean, it is to taste, but if you use if you put that much water and a single, it's going to be quite weak. So once again, I did my tamping. I'm going to perform my cooling flush quickly once again, just before the shot. I'm going to put in my portafilter, and like I said, I'm using a 10-ounce glass here, and the Rocket Appartmento accommodates a 10-ounce glass, which is really nice because you can use a larger cup if that's what you like. So there's my espresso extraction, and you can see now through the glass that we have great crema. The E61 group head is very forgiving. It's very easy to use. Contrary maybe to intuition, higher-end machines are actually much more forgiving and easier to use. That's what makes the E61 so famous and so widely used, is its consistency. So I've made my espresso, and now for Americano, I'm just going to add hot water. And there you go. So for the final shot, I'm going to pull a double espresso using a bottomless portafilter. A bottomless portafilter has the bottom cut out, as you can see, so there's no spouts. And the purpose of a bottomless portafilter is to diagnose problems or issues with your tamp or your distribution. It's very important that you distribute evenly and that your tamp is level when you're making a bottomless extraction. Otherwise, you're going to get channeling or micro channeling, and that means coffee going in different directions. So let's give this a try. Actually, I have to do my cooling flush because the machine has been sitting for a little bit. So I'm going to perform my cooling flush. And right after the cooling flush, put in the portafilter, and let's see what we got here. See, the coffee begins to extract, and eventually the stream goes down to the center. And you can see with the bottomless extraction you get beautiful crema, because the machine, the coffee doesn't come in contact with anything. It's just the basket coming out, and you get a great espresso. So as you can see, the Rocket Appartmento is a very full-featured machine. You can easily make specialty drinks in your own home. Drinks like lattes, cappuccinos, espressos, Americanos, cortados, flat whites, etc., etc., etc. The machine has a very compact and attractive body. It's one of the nicest looking machines we've seen in a long time, and it's been doing tremendously well. The response from all of our customers has been great. The reviews on it have been overwhelmingly positive. It really is wonderful. If you have any questions about the Appartmento, about the Fausto, or about anything to do with espresso or coffee, do not hesitate to contact either myself or any one of my colleagues. We're happy to help. Give us a call, email us, idrinkcoffee.com.